the astronomical significance, the scientific aspect of it, and then Swamiji taught about the spiritual significance, why Surya is, worship and how to worship, and so many different elements and aspects of it for us to remember, think, acknowledge, and then probably follow. Right now, let's look at how to worship Surya, and also that amazing game wherein we understood the importance of farming and how difficult it is and the thing. So thank you for that, Arvind. Yeah. Now we'll look at how we worship Surya Bhagavan. And so can we have the presentation, please? Thank you. Gayatri Mantra. We all chant, we know this mantra, right? Gayatri Upasana is a method through which we worship Surya Bhagavan, right? So Swamiji taught us a lot about the actual significance, the spiritual significance of it, and then also touched upon this Upasana aspect of sun worship. Now let's just look at Gayatri Mantra as the form of sun worship and look at the symbolic meaning of it. Okay, the literal meaning is there, wherein the verse meanings you can we know, and then based on it, the entire interpretation is there. Today we'll just look at the symbolic. There can be more interpretation. There can be a Vedantic. There can be a spiritual significance to the mantra also. There is. All of that we will look in the future whenever we have sessions or there are talks of Swamiji and uh, so much out there. Today we'll look at the short symbolic significance. So we know the mantra. This is just the word meaning of the mantra. Wherein Om indicates the truth, the unchanging truth, which is the basic, the cause. We are always hunting the cause for everything, right? Universe and everything. How this came into existence, why this came into existence. So Om indicates that truth, right? Bhu is the body, Bhuvaha mind, Suvaha intellect, Savitur is sun. So that sun, ideal of tireless service. Varenyam, most adorable, warmth of love. Bharga Devasya, that is effulgence, light of knowledge. We connect knowledge with light. Correct. Dhimahi, I meditate. Tiyo Yona, our intellect and Prachodayat illuminate. This is symbolically speaking the word meaning of the Gayatri mantra. Now, and in the right side, when you look at the image, this is the image of Gayatri Devi. Very recently, even I found out. I mean, we are not very aware of the deities. We have not seen the deity, right? So this is the image of Gayatri Devi. Who's the deity behind the Gayatri mantra? Gayatri mantra was given out by Maharshi Vishwamitra, and it is given in the Rig Veda. Right? And so, can we have the next slide? Coming to Gayatri Upasana. Okay, so what is Upasana and why it is required, right? So simple principle of mind is as we think, so we become. Gurudev says mind is a flow of thought like a river is a flow of water. So all the thoughts that we have creates the mind, and that is our expression in the outside world. So it's important to have good thoughts, thoughts which are worthy to be had, right? So this Upasana, how does it help us? So Upasana literally means asana is sitting and upa is near. So you sit near the ideal or the object of worship. So how does it help? To Upasana is to fix your mind to the object of your concentration in the way that the ideal becomes integrated to a personality. It can be any ideal. The ideal can be about love for the culture, service to the country. So many different things could be your ideal. And whatever that ideal is, when you think about that, when you always are in the thought of those ideals, such thoughts come in, the mind is filled with that thoughts, and that is how our manifestation is, right? So this is how Upasana helps us, right? And here we need an ideal. Like we said, the ideal over here is of course Surya Bhagavan. Why is Surya Bhagavan the ideal? That we will see in the next slide. This is just an image of, kids doing the upasana. Why the sun? So now, like Swamiji said, Surya is symbolic of all the devatas and all, right? So Surya, she said that Surya is, we are not just looking at Surya as a star, okay, which has a start and an end date, but we are interpreting Surya as the supreme knowledge itself, the ever effulgent supreme knowledge, the noblest of the noble ideas, right? And it also signifies the principle of dynamic work. Sun is always there, all right, always brilliantly shining, not a day, single day off, right? So sun through the day, it illuminates everything around, it sustains everything, whether it is life, whether it everything, it has the capability to sustain, and all of the planets also around, right? And such thus sun represents blossoming of the personality and holistic growth of body, mind, intellect. We start everything in the morning with the sunrise, whether it is exercise, having breakfast and feeling energetic in the morning, going to our schools, our work, our colleges, whatever it is. We start everything in the morning because there is so much energy that is given by the morning sun, the sunlight, the heat, the warmth, everything. And it also creates a fresh mindset for us to deal with the world, to transact in the world. And it clears the clutter of the intellect, right? This is all experiences that we generally have daily, right? So these experiences that we have is looked at as the ideal that the sun is representing. And so we are praying to the sun. The next slide. So we are praying to the Surya to give us these qualities, to help us integrate our personality with the ideal that Surya Bhagavan represents. Okay, so these are certain qualities that we learn. All these deities uphold so many amazing qualities. We learn a lot from Rama, Krishna, Devi, Skanda, all of them, right? Similarly, what are the qualities that we in our daily life can learn which are important for us? First is power of understanding. When we have a proper mind, proper intellect, we understand harder problems, challenges of life, and we are able to deal with it. Clarity of vision. There is loss of confusion, there is much more clarity. Subtlety of intellect. To understand and to be able to deal with the issues or with the daily transactions of life, we need to be able to use our head all the time and not be cluttered in thoughts and be moody all the time, right? So alertness and purity. And this understanding that when the mind is agitated, intellect cannot think properly. When you are deeply in an emotion, stuck in an emotion of sorrow, of anything, you're not able to use your head properly, right? And we end up making wrong decisions. We end up not taking the right decisions. We end up losing opportunity. The fears inhibit us. All of this happens. So mind has to be calm. Only then intelligence will come forth. And the prayer to Surya Bhagavan, Lord Sun, is that please purify the mind for the higher sadhana and give us all the abilities written above so that our intellect may shine forth and we are able to take every decision, live a meaningful life, live a life wherein we are upholding dharma, we are able to do our duties to the best of our abilities. Okay. And for that, we remember and worship Surya through Gayatri Mantra. And the process of doing that is upasana. You may have heard or may not have, called what is Sandhya Vandanam, which is done in the morning at sunrise and in the evening at sunset, wherein there are people chant 108 times Gayatri Mantra by taking a bath, purifying them, and all of that. Because Gayatri Mantra by itself is a very powerful mantra which bestows us the qualities, the ideals, what Surya Bhagavan represents. So we'll look at the chanting also. And before that, Vinit Bhai is going to tell us something.
Thank you, Janak. Thank you for sharing those points. See, friends, one practical aspect which we can take about this, there are many practical aspects, but one daily sadhana or daily, what you can say, improvement effort which we can take out of this is we can do Gayatri Mantra 11 times every day. Especially all those who are students here, specifically for you, if I can say, there are numerable studies which have gone on, and they tell us what are the concentration benefits, how your memory increases, how your mind becomes more sharp by chanting just 11 times. We have also been told this since when we were young. Chant Gayatri Mantra every day 11 times. Try it out for ourselves, friends. We can make a group, get a support group together. You can come and chant. The effect will be so much more. There are scientific studies and papers which have been concluded about people who have been chanting Gayatri Mantra daily, how it has helped them, and compared to people if they are not doing any sadhana or if they're not. Because in life, everyone says focus, focus, focus. But how to focus? If I really genuinely want to focus and I don't know how to do this, there are many methods. One method, one very powerful and potent method is the Gayatri Mantra. And it will bring us two things. It will improve our focus, that is our mental power. There are some ways to do that. And it will improve our purity of mind also. Both things are important. Because, you know, in the time of the exam, you know the answer. It's just on my lip, but I'm not able to say it. Why is it like that? Our mind is not there where our hands are. That's why. My suggestion, my request to everyone would be try it out for ourselves. If you can make a group with your friends, you can, if you want us to do it, you can tell us Sachinmay Yuva Kendra, we can form a group and we can do it. But one thing which we can really take out of this is chant Gayatri Mantra daily. There are so many benefits you have seen, and knowing about the benefits and experiencing it in our lives is something very different. That's what we really want here at Yuva Kendra, that what benefits we have experienced in life through sadhana, through Gayatri Mantra, through Japa, you all also experience it if you're not already doing it. So if you are doing it, keep doing it and tell others about it. If you are not doing it, this is a superb place to start. It's such a great day. And from tomorrow, every day, just 11 times, it doesn't take even 2 minutes. Like less than 5 minutes it will take you. But our life's quality will improve so much. You know, they say 4 hours of work, you can do it in 2 hours. Why? Because it's actually 2 hours of work. Half the time the mind is wandering there, this one said that, this one said that. All the clutter gets decluttered, and we are able to live such a better quality of life. So thank you so much for that. And today we will, normally it's done in the morning since it's a sun worship, but because of the time, we'll just chant 11 times today. And Janak, yeah. Go ahead.
Gayatri is a chandas, it's a meter, is a tone in which the mantra is chanted. So we call it the Gayatri mantra. And it's not the sing-song manner in which we generally chant. So we will chant 11 times Gayatri mantra through the intonations. You can share that image of with the indicators of how to chant the intonation, the meter. And you can have the first page so that if anyone requires that anchor, you can look at Gayatri Devi. Om Bhurvasuvah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo nah prachodayat. Om Bhurvasuvah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo nah prachodayat. Om Bhurvasuvah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo nah prachodayat. Om Bhurvasuvah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। After taking bath in the morning, one can chant this mantra just 11 times daily. And if chanted in the right intonation, it gives the full effect of the mantra. We may chant it anyhow, and of course, the benefit is there. But in the right intonation, the right vibration come. It's like applying that perfect, doing it the perfect manner. So when we do that, the benefit slowly you can see in yourself, and it's an experience. So it's a suggestion that we do. Hari Om.